Hello. Oh, it's kind of chilly in here. It's kind of icy nude. What are we thinking? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lavinia, and if you're new here, I post beauty videos regarding makeup, skincare, acne positivity, showing real skin, and making you feel like your most confident self. We do unfiltered makeup reviews here, showing you guys the real deal on products and giving you the full day wear test as well. Today we're trying a full face of Huda Beauty. I have the new Icy Nude collection to try out here, including the eyeshadow palette, the new glosses, blushes, this really interesting face gloss which has been going viral on social media. It all came in this really cute bag right here. Look at this. How adorable is that with this hat? I've been obsessed with this lately. And then with that, we're also trying out the new base routine, the Easy Blur collection. I finally got my hands on this, guys. I don't think I've ever been tagged so many times to review a makeup line ever, a base routine, other than this Easy Blur collection. I was really excited to try this out, especially on my textured skin. You guys requested this, so here we are. Many of you know I'm currently studying abroad in Europe right now, and my mom was visiting me last week and I asked her to bring this collection over. So thank you, Mom, for bringing this over. She's the reason we have this review today. So I'm really excited to try out these products, see what the hype is all about, see the controversy maybe, because some of these have stirred up really differing opinions. So I'm gonna give you guys the real today, the full test, the application, wear test, different lighting, all of that. So without further ado, let's get right on into it.
Tell me, baby, what's the problem? 'Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no.
I'm ready to get glam. I'm giving Ice Snow Princess already, but we don't have the glam on. So we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna take off this hat because I actually need to, like, you know, get into it for the makeup. So we have the full bag of the new Icy Nude collection. I kind of want to start with the eyes today, switch some things up, because in this collection we have lip glosses, blushes, this really interesting highlight which has been kind of all the rage recently, information cards here. Wait, this look, I kind of want to recreate this Huda look, to be honest, because this looks stunning. Do we try and recreate this? Let's try it. All right, so to get into this, I am going to zoom you guys in, and I'm going to start with the brows. I'm using my Urban Decay brow pencil. I've really been liking this one lately. Just shape them out. I find when I do more intense eyeshadow looks, I like my brows to be a little more carved out, a little more 2016 makeup. Just find it looks a little bit more clean with like an intense glam look. And then I'm gonna slick the brows up with Urban Decay Slick Brows. I'm going to take a little bit of concealer on the lids as my primer. I'm gonna prep the eyelids. This palette, I'm obsessed. This is so beautiful. I don't even know where to start. I'm actually gonna go into the shade Lavish down here and start with a nice, easy transition shade. And then I'm gonna take the shade Unapologetic. These shades don't have too much fallout. I love this big mirror though, because you can really work with it. And I'm gonna build this shade up in the crease. She looks like she has a pretty warm crease going on. I always like to go in heavier and then really focus on blending. These are blending really effortlessly though, I will say that. I'm taking more of Unapologetic, kind of tapping it in and then taking it into the crease, like so. Really deepening it up here. She has a lot deeper shadow in that inner corner. So take more of the shade and just build it up here. And then blending the rest out. I'm gonna take the shade I Don't Give Up F and highlight the brow bone. I'm gonna take the shade She Rich. This looks so beautiful. And I'm gonna start creating little bit of a wing with this. Not too much, but just to elongate the eye. I can't believe this is my first time using Huda shadows, and these are blending really effortlessly. Time to cut the crease. Just creating that half cut crease there. Now I want to take the shade Iced Out. This just looks stunning. And I'm gonna press it on the inner part. Oh. Wow. That pigment is insane. And then I'm gonna take the shade Platinum, which is more silver, blend that together. I'm gonna take some of WS, which is more gold. I can't get over how like foiled almost these shadows are. And then a little bit of Aura. Okay, I went way more glittery than the look she had going on, but I'm not mad about it because this is just stunning. The shifts in these eyeshadows are insane. I'm taking the shade Faux Fur. I'm using it to blend this outer corner. I'm using more of She's Rich to really deepen up that line we made. I love the richness in this chocolate eyeshadow. This is stunning. All right guys, so we're gonna take a break from the eyes and move on to the base. We are putting the Easy Blur Complexion base to the ultimate test today on my acne prone and textured skin. I'm really excited to see how this product wears and looks on my skin type. I've seen so many mixed reviews on this. So we have the primer, the foundation, and the powder. So let's get into this. First off, the primer. This is a silicone-free smoothing primer. I'm curious how it's going to be since it's silicone-free. Ooh, it has a pink color to it. Okay. It doesn't feel like your typical like blurring primer. It feels kind of like a gel moisturizer. It's not as blurring as like a silicone primer. Okay, I feel like it gave the skin a little bit of that, you know, mattified look without taking down the glow. Obviously it's not going to completely blur things out. Let's add a bit more right here. I'm gonna kind of use it in a pressing motion. I do like the feel of it. It's laying nicely on the skin, but I wouldn't say it did like too much blurring, which is fine. I mean, no primer is going to completely erase skin texture, right? All right, so now for the foundation, I have the shade Apple Pie. I'm hoping this is a good shade. Let's see. So this is what we got to work with. And then I also have the base brush. So obviously we're gonna use this for the foundation today. Ooh, I like this type of brush, like a good medium density. This is what I typically go for. All right, might be a little tan for me, but we'll make it work. Let's go in. Okay, coverage right off the bat. It's a little bit deep for me, but we'll just really bronze up the rest of the neck today. Let's go over these spots here. It's giving a good like medium to full coverage, I would say right off the bat. I have a lot of acne scarring over here, so I'm curious how that will look. It's definitely the wrong shade for me, but it's the only one I have, so we're just gonna make it work, and I'm just gonna look extra tan today. The product smooths out pretty easily, and I do really like this brush. It's not like clinging to my dry patches or picking up the product weirdly. I will say the foundation is smoothing on really beautifully on my skin right now. It's not clinging to the dry patches on my nose or anything. Let's see if we can build this up. Ooh, this also has 1.5% niacinamide. That's cool. I don't know, guys. This is giving me... I have really high hopes for this. Like, I will say my skin looks really good right now, regardless of like the scarring and texture that I have. What do we think? Let's see if we can build up on these spots. Okay, so overall out of it, I think I got like a medium coverage. I'm gonna take some more Beauty Contour Stick down the neck like this with a little bit of moisturizer. It's a little hack for you guys. And use this to bronze up. I'm wearing a long sleeve dress, so no one will be even able to tell that I'm not this tan right now, which is great. I just bronzed up my neck, so we're matching now. I don't have any Huda concealer, so I'm just gonna take one of my recent favorites. This is the Makeup Revolution, and this is actually the Filter Finish concealer. And I'm not gonna try and add any coverage to this look with this because I really just want to test out the foundation today, but I'm just gonna use it to highlight a little bit since the foundation is deeper. But I'm gonna use the foundation brush so that the shades kind of blend together. Just using this more as my highlighter to brighten today. Why do I feel like the skin is just looking so good right now? It has a very like satin finish and it's not sitting too heavy on the skin. We need to set this down though right away. So I'm gonna use the Huda Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder. I cannot believe I've never tried her setting powder before. This is in the shade Pound Cake. Ooh. Is this scented? Oh, a little bit of fragrance, but from what people say online, I was expecting it to be like way more fragranced. I'm gonna be using a powder puff. Oh, I love this packaging with the mesh. That's really nice. And let's go right under the eyes. Oh, I was not expecting that. I know everyone says how blurring this powder is, but I truly, I guess, didn't fully believe that. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's set half the face down to show a bit of a comparison. I feel like the powder is definitely doing the most of the blurring, and I'll tell you why right now. Because when you take down the shine of these areas, do you see that right there? And the light's not hitting it, the texture will almost look like it's disappearing. It's still there, it's just since it's getting mattified by the powder, the light won't hit it as much and it will look a lot more blurred. I feel like, yes, maybe the foundation has a little bit of that blurring property. I do think it made the skin look really good, but I think the majority of that texture blurring is gonna come from the powder. I'm gonna be fully honest there. I like the way the foundation is sitting on my skin, but I wouldn't say like, oh my gosh, it's like a, you know, exactly a filter in the bottle. I think the combo between the foundation with the powder is really what's doing it, and most powders will give you this type of effect, but I will say this is probably the most blurring powder I've ever tried on the skin. Wow, that mattified me right away. I'm curious how this is gonna last throughout the day. I think it's time to get into these blushes. I'm so excited for these. So we have two shades here. We have Coco Loco and Latte. I love a good liquid blush, and these are supposed to be filter blushes, whatever that even means. I'm so excited. Maybe start with Latte. Oh my gosh, these literally smell like candy. These are pigmented. I already powdered two, and for a liquid blush, look how that just blended over the powder. I feel like this is like such a nice shade to wear in the winter. Warms up the face a bit, kind of has that bronzing effect, which is like a blush and bronzer in one. What do we think? Is that filtering the skin? Wait, kind of. Wait, kind of. That actually looks really good. I can't be the only one who saw that, right? Like, I feel like that actually made the skin look really nice. I'm using the same brush that I used for my foundation to blend this in. I wasn't expecting to like this shade so much. I typically go for more rosy, red blushes, but this is looking so pretty on the skin. Let's try out the shade Cocoa. I'm gonna do a little bit of like contour bronzing with this. Grab the same brush. Oh, this is more red burgundy for sure, so I'm gonna blend this up into the cheek. But I love the red tones in this. That's really pretty, and I feel like this is just making my scarring kind of blend into the skin and giving it that nice natural look. Maybe I shouldn't have put this up here. Let's see what this will do. A little bit of warmth to the forehead maybe. It's a little red toned. I'm gonna take some powder. Just try to neutralize that a little bit. These cheeks actually look amazing right now. I'm very impressed. They have a really nice glow to them, but they still look but they're not emphasizing my texture. That's really nice. All right, time to dive into these lip glosses. I'm so excited about these. Let's open them up and give them a swatch. These are the Faux Filler lip glosses. This is in the shade She's Flirty. Oh my gosh, that is stunning. Then we have She's Glitzy. Oh, this is like the perfect winter icy shade. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, that is so pretty. And then last but not least, we have the shade She Fire, which is like a deep chocolatey brown with lots of shimmer also. Stunning. Love these shades. They're like the perfect nude shades with that glam glitter to them. I kind of want to try this one out today. Let's start by lining the lips. I'm going to take MAC Cork, and I am going to slightly overline for that like cool tone look. And then I'm going to add some of MAC Whirl. Now let's go in with She's Flirty. That just looks so juicy and nice. Let's go in. Oh my gosh, that is so buttery and creamy. I'm not usually into pink glosses, but this, you are kidding. That is so beautiful. It's not plump, it's not like icy, it's not like stinging my lips or burning, but I do feel like it plumped them up. Probably one of the prettiest gloss shades I've ever tried. All right, time to finish off the look with the Icy Nude Face Gloss. Now this has like sparked up some questions and a little controversy online because everyone's like, Huda, what is this? Why does it look like there's mold in the product? She went in and basically swirled it around like so, to get that pink pigment. Look at that. It's like one of those color changing products. It has like that beautiful pink in there. So maybe I'll just go in with my finger like that. And oh, wow. Okay, I was not expecting that. I'm just gonna tap this on the cheek. That's way warmer than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a little more icy pink, but it's like a face gloss. Use my brush to kind of diffuse it out. Way more pigmented than I thought it would be, but it's definitely giving that subtle glow to the skin like that life from within. That's really pretty. I wasn't expecting to like that color so much. I'm typically not into these types of pinks, but that is actually stunning. Ooh, she is feeling icy. She's feeling glam. Guys, I feel like I'm ready to go do a photo shoot right now. Like, this glam is giving everything I needed it to give. Wait. I'm just realizing I didn't finish the eyes. Oh gosh. Okay, let's do the lower lash line real quick with this hat on. So I'm gonna take the shade High Life right here, which is a beautiful like taupey color. And I'm just going to dust that all over the lower lash line to kind of prep it. Taking the shade Faux Fur in the very outer corner to wing out the eye. And then I'm gonna take the shade Iced Out, which is the beautiful glitter shade, and pop it on the inner corner. Now the makeup is complete. I was like, I'm missing something. I am obsessed. First impressions, love the glosses, love the eyeshadow palette. I feel like I could actually create a lot of looks with this. I'm not usually a cool tone girl, you guys, but this was actually really fun to play around with. The blushes were really pretty. I love how they're sitting on the face. Even the face gloss, I'm curious how that's gonna last. Obviously, we're gonna wear this stuff throughout the day. The foundations, first impressions, I do like how it's sitting on the skin. The primer, I don't feel like it really made that big of a difference, but I'd have to play around with it some more. And then the powder, I get why people love this. I really do understand it. It's making the skin look really, really nice so far. But of course, we have to not only wear this throughout the whole day, but I also have to show you guys what this looks like in different lighting. So here is with changing the ring light position up. You can see everything looks a little bit different. I physically can't stop filming and taking photos of this look. I'm obsessed, but here it is in bathroom lighting. I find this gives a really realistic look. Bathroom lighting in here is overhead and more yellow, so that's how it's looking. And then some good old natural lighting. It's very cloudy, overcast today, so it's kind of giving the skin like that blurred out effect, similar to a ring light. But of course, wanted to show you guys the natural lighting as well. I need to take this hat off and get on with my day, but I will check in with you guys later to see how this all worked. Hello guys, it is the end of the day. It's 9:30. I put this makeup on around 12, so it's been about 9.5 hours, which I think is a pretty good time to see how everything is wearing. So let's take a look at the face. I will say I'm looking a little bit oily, as we can see, a little bit of shine peeking through. The eyeshadow lasted amazing. I'm actually really impressed with the wear of the eyeshadow. Overall, the palette, like the eyeshadow didn't crease at all. And I didn't even set down my concealer. The glitter is looking just as gorgeous as when we applied it. I feel like it's looking even more pigmented than when we applied it, or am I going crazy? None of it really faded too much. It didn't collect in my, inner corner, or it didn't crease. I am obsessed with this eyeshadow palette. I would definitely use this again and again. I think you can create so many beautiful looks with this. And I just really like that I could get creative with my makeup today, so that was really, really nice. The blushes really lasted, I think. The wear power, they did fade a little bit, but I would say for the most part, a lot of the pigment is still there. And I do have to say the blurring effect, I think, is really there for them. I really enjoyed how they lasted throughout the day. And even this face gloss, I was honestly pleasantly shocked by this. I thought I wouldn't like it so much, but I think it gave a really nice glow. And that dew is still definitely there. Obviously, we got a little bit oily throughout the day, but I think this is a really pretty product and it's fun to use. The glosses, these were awesome, guys. I really, really enjoyed these. I'm gonna be taking off this makeup soon, but I love the feel of this gloss, and it actually lasted pretty well. It has a really nice, like, grippy, sticky feel to it, but not like sticky in a bad way. It's just like a thick gloss. I used the wrong word. It's not like sticky. It just has like that thicker feel that will actually make it last longer, and I do feel like it makes the lips look so nice. The color is the perfect neutral pink where it makes your teeth look really white as well. I can't wait to dive into some of these other shades in the future. I think the formula is absolutely stunning, and it's such a beautiful shiny gloss. I'm obsessed. I'm definitely gonna be using these a lot more. And the face routine. Okay, the primer, I'm gonna have to use this more. I don't feel like this really made a huge difference in how the makeup applied, because the skin looked pretty similar, but I will say it's wearing really nicely, and the foundation didn't sink into any lines. Didn't sink into like my eyebrow lines here, my forehead lines, my smile lines, and I'm always yapping and smiling, so it didn't actually sink into there, which is really nice. It didn't, crease or stick to dry spots or anything like that. If anything, it's looking a little bit oily, so maybe I just need a little bit of a touch up. I do think it oxidized a little bit. I mean, it was looking a little bit darker than my skin tone to start, but I do think it oxidized a little bit and then obviously got a little bit oily, but I don't think it's wearing too bad. Like, it wore a little bit around my nose, but it's not looking splotchy or weird or bad. Like, I think if I were to do a little blotting, it would actually look fine. And the powder I was really impressed with. I think my makeup has lasted a very long time. I would probably just need to touch up, honestly, like more throughout the day. Like, even if I were to take a little bit of powder right now and just hit it right here. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, my makeup looks freshly applied. Like, honestly, it's looking really good. Even just with a quick touch up like that. Do we see that difference? So definitely with these products, I think you just need to have a powder puff with you, or maybe have a bit of the powder with you. What you can also do is take your powder puff, dunk it fully in the powder, and put it in a little plastic bag, and that way you have a little powder puff on the go to touch up your makeup with and blot it. And I think all in all, it wore really nicely. If you're more oily, I have more dry skin, so if you're more oily, I think this could get really oily on you. The one thing I will say I'm really impressed with is it didn't break or cling to my dryness, and it didn't peel either. And you guys know I'm on a Razlo, and that's been a huge issue with my foundations, so I'm very impressed by that. Do I think it's the absolute most blurring filter foundation? No. I will say that I think I've tried other foundations in the past that give my skin more of that blurred effect, but I think the combo of this and the setting powder, I have to say I do enjoy the foundation. You know, I don't think any product out there is going to completely blur out the skin. Skin is skin, it's gonna have texture, but I just think it looks really luminous and glowy. Maybe just needed a little touch up. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in to this review. I feel like I got my creative juices back in this video. I really enjoyed trying out these products and doing a wear test. Let me know what you guys want to see me test out next. I'm really open to suggestions. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, tell yourself something love about your skin today. I'll have all the products linked down below if you're interested, as well as if you want to see more of my content, short form content. I post a lot on Instagram and TikTok, my day-to-day life, you know, lots of reviews on there as well. I post every single day new content, so check me out at Lavinia on those platforms. And for more long form content, more conversation, skin positivity, and learning to feel like your most confident self, you can check out my podcast, Loud Talk with Lavi. We post every single Sunday at 7 a.m. MST. New episodes, fresh new guests, all of that about learning to love yourself in the most authentic way you can. So that is it for today's video. I love you all so, so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Tell me, baby, what's the problem? 'Cause I keep trying to figure it out.